the water, Barakatah, Kahalayimla, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth and sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom unto you. This article really ain't saying too much because it just happened today. And but we understand that this is a big no-no. Russia been saying, don't be approaching closer to my border. Number one, Russia and NATO and the EU, they are enemies. So the enemy is approaching, in Russia territory. That's already a no-no. That's war right there. So it's going down. As it say in Habakkuk 2:3, for the vision is for an appointed time, and at the end it shall speak. I ain't gonna make this video too long, Lord willing. And like I said, matter of fact, let me show you something else. This was last year. It said Russia warns of nuclear hypersonic development if Sweden and Finland join NATO. So we already got half of, the crew. Sweden probably going to be next. The Lord said that he was going to pull, Gog and Magog back by hooks in Ezekiel 38. He's going to pull them back by hooks. Because you got to understand, we are really watching Babylon the Great, aka America, seal their fate. When the scripture says in Obadiah 1:3 that the pride of his heart have deceived him, you are watching this. To even be like, you know what, I don't give a damn about Russia talking about threatening me with some nuclear missiles. I'm still going to approach on their front yard. See, by Finland joining, you got to understand that now NATO have doubled its security on the border, because Finland and Russia, they, what is it? I think it's like 832 miles of land at their, matter of fact, let me see real quick. I think it's, this is a good part right here. Like I said, it just happened today. But yeah, right here. So it says Finland shares 832-mile border with Russia. Adding Finland to NATO will more than double the size of NATO's border with Russia. It will double the security on the border. So now, like I said, you're approaching on Russia's front yard, and you basically saying what you're going to do. And Russia is going to do something. We're going to get the scriptures to back it up. So this is beautiful, man. This is very, very beautiful. And this is the type of stuff that, when you're having a bad day and you're going through things because you're living in this wicked ass world, and everybody is against you, vanity and vexation of the spirit. These are the things that we look forward to. So I'm going to start off with this scripture. And you only can see things like this if you're doing this, like Yahweh Shai said. It said, watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So if you watching and you praying, you can catch things. I literally caught this. It's 12:56 a.m. I literally caught this probably like around 4 o'clock in the evening, but I didn't have time to do a video, But when I seen it, I was hype. I was like, hell yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Because the prophecies is coming to pass. So for all you scoffers and all you unbelievers out there, you're going to have a rude awakening. Because since World War III is brewing up, that means the charagma is coming. That means your life is about to get real hard. So, but yeah. So let's get to, since, going back, since Finland joins NATO over Russia's objection. And then I just showed you the other article from last year, April 14th of last year, So what, it's been 11 months and some days, like 11 months and 3 weeks ago. Russia said if Finland and Sweden join NATO, then they're gonna get Russia threatened them with nuclear hypersonic missiles, man. So war is happening. Prepare war. So this is the Lord mustering the battle. Let's get that. It said the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. So this is the Lord, putting it in their hearts to fulfill the Lord's will. And when you muster something, you assemble, you gather. The Lord is the one that's assembling the nations and gathering the nations. All right. So this is what's happening right now. So matter of fact, let me get, even though I quoted it already. But this is the Lord hardening their heart for them to have pride. So it said, the pride of your heart have deceived you. You that dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? See, I'm not even going to say you don't know Bible prophecy, but let's put it this way. Even if you did, the Lord hardened your heart. The Lord controls the king's hearts of the earth, and he do whatever he wants. All right. So the point is that, the scripture, Revelation 12:12, it said that the devil come down with great wrath because he know we have but a short time. So that means that they know that their end is coming. But not every Edomite, not Joe Biden, not the people that you see on TV, the ones that's behind the scenes, the puppet masters. All right. They all get directions. And they don't understand that they're sealing their fate. But we understand. And this is why we need to rejoice. And we almost out of here, man. The scripture said, for the visions for an appointed time, and at the end it shall speak, man. So, what is that? I think it's Proverbs 21:1. So it said, the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whatsoever he will. So the Lord is the one that's making, chess moves out here. They playing checkers, the Lord playing chess, and the Lord's will be fulfilled. So while Esau Edom thinking that he got a victory, because I seen a couple news sites and I seen a couple videos concerning this, and you got people, basically saying like, look, NATO's getting stronger, but see, if you knew Bible prophecy, they're sealing their fate. Babylon the Great, aka America, is sealing their fate because you're stirring up the Medes. But let me get the one, I quoted it already. Yep. So it said, well, this is talk about Gog and Magog, which if you had a biblical map, which I don't have one on hand right now, that is in the region of Russia. So Gog and Magog, and also they are called the Medes in the scriptures too. So it said, and I will turn you back and put hooks into your jaws. See, now Russia is going to have to do something. If they don't do anything, it's going to show weakness. But according to Bible prophecy, they is going to do something, and it's going to be marvelous. All right. So it said, and I will turn you back and put hooks into your jaws. I will bring you forth with all your army and horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers, shields, all of them handling swords. That's talking about Russia and its allies. All right. So all you doing is poking the bear, literally, because that's the Russia symbol. In Revelation 13, it talks about the bear, which when you go into the definition of the bear, matter of fact, let's do something real quick. So this is basically the Renaissance era, from the Romans to the Greeks to the Spanish, French, British to Babylon the Great, aka America. So it said, and I stood upon the sand of the sea. The sea is the peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues. And I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads, 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, because they say that civilization started with the Greeks. That's when the Edomites first came to power with Alexander the Great. All right, you could read that in Daniel 8, the leopard. And it says, matter of fact, in Daniel's 8, it talks about the goat. And in Daniel 7, it talks about the leopard. So anyways, it said, and his feet were as the feet of a bear. See, the feet symbolize the end. When you read Daniel's 2, it talks about that miry clay and iron. All right. But when you go into the word bear, which is the Russia symbol, look what it says for it. So you got archeo, and it said to be possessed with unfailing strength. So which means that your strength ain't gonna fail. So while Babylon the Great is poking the bear, the Lord have blessed them with unfailing strength. To be strong, to be suffice, which means to have enough, to be sufficient, to be enough, to defend, to ward off. So while you thinking that you getting more, how can I put it? You think that I'm getting a brain fart here. Well, anyways, you think that you're doing something. I can't find the words, so I'm just going to use that. You think that you're doing something by, the NATO thing. The Finland thing. But all you're doing is poking the bear. You sealing your fate. All right? Damn, what was the word I was looking for? But anyway, it said to be satisfied, to be content. Because guess what? All these nations, even Finland, is going to shoot fire on you. Let's see. And here's the thing. So you got America getting, an extra member. Now they got 31 members in NATO and EU. So now you got an extra member, but the scripture said that even your allies is going to turn on you. So like when you see these things happen, you got to always qualify it through the scriptures. That's what gives you hope. That's what gives you joy. All right. So it says, all the men of your confederacy, which is your alliance, people that agree with you, have brought you even to the border, which is the Middle East. The men that were at peace with you have deceived you. Finland is going to deceive you, but you're going to bring it upon your own self because you're the devil. You're going to do something that's going to make your allies turn on you. And it said, and prevail against you. They that eat your bread, which means they did business with you. They got rich off of you. Have laid a wound under you. There is no understanding in him because he didn't see it coming. Why? Because the Lord got you in a trick bag. All right. So now let's talk about, since you want to poke the bear, what they going to do to you. So it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. You ain't going to be able to pay your way out of this. Their bows also shall dash young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Missiles do not have a conscience. All right. When they get shot, they're going to hit its mark, and they don't care who's around. And it says, in Babylon, aka America, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So like I said, I ain't want this video to be long, so we're going to end it on this. Oops. Revelation 27. There it go. So why America think that they're making a chess move, all right? All you're doing is sealing your fate. You about to get checkmate. You think you're making a chess move, you about to get checkmate. So anyway, it say, in the 10 horns which you saw is upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. See, this is their alliance. you know. And if you don't know what the 10 horns, and the 10 and the 7 kings, put on a comment board. I'll do a video on that. I'm just trying to get straight to the point. So saying, I saw the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast. These shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. For the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and to give their kingdom unto the beast, and to the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is the great king, the great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. So the point is that why America thinking that they, making chess moves, they're going to get checkmate. Because the Lord already ordained for you to fall. He already, as it say in Ezekiel, I want to say 38 and 19. Let's see. He said this about Gog and Magog. Oh, 38 and 16. It said, and you shall come against my people of Israel, because you actually still got Israelites in Israel. All right. It's not a lot of us in there, but we scattered everywhere. And you even got a little slither, of Israelites in the land. And it says, and it shall be in the later days, which is right now, I will bring you against my land, that the heathen may know me when I shall be sanctified. That means to make holy. All right. So the Lord is sanctifying in thee, O God, before their eyes. So the Lord is going to use Russia and its allies to destroy the small hats, the Amalekites, so-called the Joes, all right, the Joes, and America. All right, so the Lord going to be sanctified in Gog. While you poking the bear, the Lord is going to use the bear, and the bear is going to devour you. And that is Bible prophecy. So yeah, it's beautiful. Come on, Sweden, join it. For we get this World War III popping and we can get hell up out of here. All right. So hopefully this video is edifying, and shalom.